Mare. Today's video is going to be about doing 2 braids on Luciano and my daughter Sophia. I'm going to be showing you how I do it, and this is actually Luciano's first time for me to do braids in his hair, so I hope you like this video. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is to just wet the hair with water. So I just fill up one of these squirt bottles with water, and I just like to saturate the hair so it's nice and wet because his hair is curly and it's easier to part and easier to braid when it is a little bit wet.
So now that the hair is nice and wet, it's a lot easier to part. So I like to use one of those combs that has kind of the pick at the end because it's a lot easier to part the hair. So I go right from the top all the way to the bottom until it's centered. And then I start to brush out one side of the hair so that it's nice and smooth.
Okay, so I take a little bit of coconut oil about the size of a dime and I just rub it in my hands and then just gonna kind of run it through the hair just so his braids stay a little bit longer. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little piece of hair from the front and you're gonna part it into 3.
So once I have my 3 pieces, I start with the piece on the left and I put it underneath the second piece from the middle. I then take the piece on the right and I put it underneath the second piece as well that's in the middle. And then I go back to the left, I take the same piece on the left as well as a little bit extra hair from his head and I put it underneath the middle.
Alright guys, so here's one side done. As you can see, I'm still learning. I mean, it's really good up at the top. You can see the smooth braids. It gets a little bit bumpy towards the middle and then it's smooth again at the end. Alright, so here we have the second side done. Okay, so there we go. It goes nice and thin towards the end. He stayed a little bit better for this half, but I'm sure with time and with practice, he'll start sitting a little bit more.
Okay, once I finished Luciano's braids, I then moved over to Sophia's, and her hair was a lot easier to do. Number one, I've been doing it for quite a while now on her, and as well, she sits a lot better than Luciano's does, and her hair is not as curly as his, so it was a lot easier to do. So what I did was just wet her hair just like I did for Luciano, make sure that it was nice and wet. I added some coconut oil to her hair so that it stayed, and it gave a nice smooth texture when I was braiding it as well.
Sophia and I really like doing her hair this way for numerous reasons. Number one being that it's really neat when it's done. As well, the hair is all out of her face since the braids are going towards the back. And the third reason being it looks really pretty and cute, and you can wear it either casually or you can dress it up.
Alright guys, so that's the end of my video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned how to do the 2 braids. I do need a little bit more practice, so if you guys have any comments or suggestions, please link them down below and let me know what you suggest. Also, if you did like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And don't forget to ring that little bell so you'll be notified when I make another video. Take care, guys. Luciano, are you ready to get your hair braided? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're gonna get your hair braided. Okay, so I take a little bit of coconut oil. Okay, so I take a little side out braids. Alright, he's getting a little bit antsy as he's been sitting for a while. Alright guys, so that's the end of my video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned a little bit. Oh, there goes Luciano. That you learned a little bit. Alright guys, so that's the end of my video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Okay, Luciano wants to go.